Well, there's so much that you could talk about, but let's just focus on 3 initiatives this year. Let's talk about the Mitzvah Makers program, what we're doing to teach writing, and let's also talk about our 8th graders' trip to Israel.
In terms of programming, I would say my absolute favorite program, and I'm a little biased here because I'm an 8th grade parent, is the trip to Israel.
I love going to Israel because I got to learn about the Jewish people's past and what's going on right now with our people and how the whole state was created.
Throughout our trip to Israel, our students have the ability to dialogue with Israeli peers, to understand religious life, secular life, and what it means to be a Jew inside of Israel and outside of Israel.
Israel for me was fabulous because of the diversity of people, the diversity of the culture, and everybody, I could relate to everybody there.
Going to Israel was such a culmination of my Hebrew experience at Rashi because I got to take new vocabulary and apply it while I was in situations there.
It was so great to be able to go into an Israeli restaurant and be able to order shawarma in Hebrew.
The trip to Israel for my son was a life-changing experience. While he had been there before as with family, this was an opportunity for him to travel with his classmates and his friends and to see Israel in a different way.
I was able to really experience my Judaism in a different way.
I could connect with my friends on a more personal level.
Because I got to bond with my classmates through hiking and being in the Dead Sea.
What a fabulous opportunity the 8th graders have in their culminating trip to Israel. It puts together everything they've learned since kindergarten. They're speaking Hebrew, they're meeting Israeli kids and connecting with teenagers, and they're learning about all of the places and history they've studied in Jewish studies.
Rashi students have been known for their voice, and this year we ratcheted up our writing program even higher so their voices are able to capture on paper. So students have been excited about our new writing program.
I like to write because it allows me to show my feelings.
I like writing because it allows me to express myself, and I feel proud when I write something good, and it gives me extra confidence.
I like to write because I have a great imagination.
The writing program is an amazing program. It's an innovative program. Parents and students both love it. The teachers love it because now we have an opportunity to be uniform how we grade. So from each grade, the same tools, the same standards are being applied to every piece of writing, and every student knows what he or she is responsible for.
15 years ago, during recess one day when the Rashi school was in Needham, 5 second-grade girls decided that they wanted to do mitzvahs. They wanted to be with elderly people, and they wanted their group to be called the Mitzvah Makers. On that day, the Mitzvah Maker program with the Hebrew Rehab in Roslindale was born.
Mitzvah Makers is an amazing program because it takes the kids outside of the school and a little bit outside of themselves into the world around them and into our larger community here in Boston.
My oldest daughter, who has been doing it since 2nd grade and is now in 5th grade, just loves, comes home beaming every month to tell me about the special people that she met, about the relationships that she's building, about how she's connecting to our elders.
I love doing Mitzvah Makers because I enjoy playing games and singing songs with the residents because I know that it makes them feel more connected to me and the rest of the Rashi school.
We had a wonderful afternoon in which grades 1 to 3 from Rashi came to Newbridge and met with some of our residents. And we talked with them, we read stories to them, they drew pictures of our hands, and we had a wonderful afternoon, and we're looking forward to many other afternoons like that.
I love being a Mitzvah Maker. I have been a Mitzvah Maker for 4 years. It makes me happy to visit the residents, and it also makes them happy to see us. Since I have been a Mitzvah Maker for so long, it feels like the residents are extended family to me. I also feel strongly about being a mitzvah maker because it says in the Torah that you should do mitzvot and acts of loving kindness, and being a mitzvah maker fulfills both of those things.
Hundreds of Rashi students have been part of the monthly Mitzvah Maker program, celebrating Jewish holidays together, singing and doing projects together, building special relationships with the residents of Hebrew Rehab, and sharing their life experiences. Now that's a story.